Hi, I'm Sue Bailey and I'm from the Isle of Wight, and my story is called The Donkey Down the Well. Many years ago, there was a farmer who had had a well in the middle of his farm that he had covered over when it had dried up, and he'd covered it with wood. And the rain had fallen and the wind had blown and the snow had fallen on it, and over the years that wood had rotted. Until one day, many years later, he and his faithful old donkey were making their weary way home, when the donkey, a few paces behind the farmer, put his feet on that rotten wood, and down he fell into the wood shaft, calling "Eeyore!" as he fell, tumbling down the meters, until 10 meters below ground he came to land, stuck. How was he to get out? And the farmer looked around and thought, where has my donkey gone? He was here a moment ago. And he realised his donkey was down the well shaft. And he went over and he called down, "Oh, donkey, how am I supposed to get you out of there?" And he thought, and he scratched his head and he twizzled his beard, and an idea came to him. He would get a rope. Oh, yes. And he hurried as fast as his old legs would take him back to the house. And he found a rope and came back, and keeping hold of one end, he threw the other end down. And he said, "Here, donkey, tie this round yourself and I'll pull you up." And the donkey looked up at him and went, "Eeyore," as if to say, "Have you ever seen a donkey tie knots?" And the farmer thought, "Oh, I don't think he can tie the knot. Oh, no, what am I going to do? I know. I go and get a hook. I'll put a hook on the end and I'll hook him up. Yes, that's what I'll do." And so off he went again on his weary old legs, and he rummaged around in the shed and he found this great big hook and came back and tied it on the rope, and he lowered it down and he said, Here, donkey, I'll hook you up." And the hook caught underneath the donkey's belly, and the donkey went, "Eeyore," as if to say, "No, that hurts." And the farmer thought, oh no, I can't be doing that. I can't hurt my donkey. Oh, you poor old donkey, what am I going to do? And he sat down beside the well shaft and he thought, and I know what I do. I go and get a ladder. I get a ladder and I lower it down, and then you can climb up it, donkey. And so he made his way back home again, and from the shed he brought a ladder, and he half dragged and half carried that ladder, and he lowered it down the well shaft, and he called down to his donkey, "Here, donkey, climb up the ladder." And the donkey looked up at him and shook his head as if to say, "Have you ever seen a donkey climb a ladder?" "Eeyore!" I don't think donkeys can climb ladders. Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I know. I climb down the ladder and I carry you up. And he put his legs over the side and he was just about to climb down when it suddenly occurred to him he wouldn't be able to carry the donkey up. For one thing, the donkey would be too heavy, and the other, he wouldn't be able to hold on. Oh no, donkey, what am I gonna do? And he sat there and he scratched his head and he twizzled his beard, and he could think of no way to save his donkey. And so he said, "I'm sorry, donkey, but I think your day has come. And I don't want you to suffer a long lingering death, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bury you, and so you suffocate, and then that'll be over and done with quite quickly." And he went and got some of his friends, and they all brought their spades, and he told them what they were going to do. And he said, now that donkey is going to make a noise, and he'll be braying, but we just got to ignore it, and we just got to get on and do it. And sure enough, as they dropped the shovelfuls of soil in down the well shaft, that donkey, he brayed, "Eeyore! Eeyore!" And it was heartrending hearing him. And the farmer just said, "Just keep going, it'll be all done soon." And so they did. They carried on, and sure enough, the noise stopped, and all was silent except the sound of mud and stones falling down the well shaft. Until finally the farmer said, Okay, I go and have a look now." And he went and peered over the well shaft edge, tears rolling down his face to think of his poor old donkey. "Bye, donkey." And there, looking up at him, not 10 metres down, but maybe only 6 metres, was his donkey, looking up at him as if to say, What do you think you're doing? And just at that moment, another shovelful of soil one of his friends threw down, landed on the donkey's back, and the donkey shook himself, and the soil dropped down, and then the donkey stamped on it, and he realised that was the way to do it. That was the way to do it. And he told his friends, come on, keep shoveling. We found a way to get the donkey out. And so they carried on shoveling the soil down, and it fell on the donkey's back, and the donkey shook himself, and then he trampled it down, and slowly the well shaft filled higher and higher and higher, until finally the donkey was able to step out as right as rain. So now you know, if you ever come across a donkey down the well, how to get him out. But also, maybe if you ever feel like you're in a bit of a hole and you feel like people are shoveling dirt on you, you now know a way. Give yourself a shake and use that dirt and climb out of the hole and show the world you will survive.